Hi there. Today I wanted to talk to you about a very tricky, controversial type subject. And I want to ask you this question. Is your child being addicted or becoming addicted to technology? Now, technology in itself is neither good nor bad, and I'm not advocating whether it is good or bad. What I'm sort of saying is that what is your intention when you use technology with your kids? Are you using it for a babysitter so that you give them the iPad so they will give you rest? Are you using it for or as a mechanism for growth and education? Because it's very good for education. Because what your children want most from you is your time and your attention. And if you can do things with them, like play with them, even using technology, but together, as you explore things and check things out, or take them to the park, or take them, running around the yard, or chucking the ball around, or something like that, they will remember you being there, giving your time and attention to them, rather than what they did on the iPad. So, and I just want to share your story that does this. So technology can be obviously your iPads, your TVs, or anything like that, to be anything electrical. Now, I want to tell you a story about what happened to us. Now, I have an issue with TV. Like, if I was talking to you now and a TV was in the room, my eyes would literally graduate around and start watching it. It would somehow connect me to that. And as we were in a new relationship, it was getting problematic because David would be talking to me and I wouldn't hear him. The roof could fall around my head and I wouldn't hear him at all. And so we kind of together decided, let's just get rid of the TV. It wasn't serving its purpose, and in fact it was doing more harm than good. But it was about when my children were about 6 and 3. And we sort of thought, as a little treat, you would hire a TV for 6 months over the school end. Before that, my daughters would play games, they would make pretend stories, they would do colouring, they would go outside and hang with their friends up the street. They'll do all this creative stuff. Then we got the TV, and my eldest one ended up having an issue a bit like me, where her whole focus was in the box. And so sometimes when I'd be busy because I was studying, I was working or sleeping, and I would realise that, hey, look, 3 hours have passed and, my child was still sitting in front of the TV. So I would say to her, turn it off, go out and play, get some fresh air. And then the personality of this child changed. It felt like all this creativity was being sucked out of her head. And she became this obnoxious child who I didn't know anymore. She was whingy, she was whining, she'd be hounding me always to entertain her or to be entertained. And I'm sort of got so fed up with this that I said, to hubby, look, we're getting rid of the TV again. And right from then on, from the age of 6 till even now, some many years later, we don't have a working TV. And in saying that, I did say to the girls, at teenagers, if they felt missed out in their teenage because their friends were talking about TV shows that they weren't privy to, and they felt left out, then I sort of said that I would relent. But they never did. They just said, "Nah, it's all right, Mum. We divert the conversation to talk about something else," which was really cool. So yeah, so again, it's what's your intention? What's your intention? Because if it is for babysitting purpose to give you a break, then it's not doing you or the child any good, and it could be setting, habits and destructive habits that will follow them into their lives, with being on the phone all the time and not actually having conversations. So yeah, I just wanted to talk with you about that, just to be reflective of how you're using technology in your own family. Again, modeling, if you are always on the phone and your child wants summertime and attention, and you push them away because you've got something, then that's not really a good way to teach your child about togetherness and respecting each other. So yeah, think about it. Just so that's my challenge to you. Think about what's going on and in your family, and make the change for the better, and help your child to become the best that they can be, going into childhood, but also into adulthood. So that's me for now. You take care, and bye for now.